Andre were fine. It was because I had the echo on live reacting.
Awesome. Well.
So you can go back to whichever one you were on.
All right, give me a second.
Sorry about that.
No, that's not your fault. It's my fault. Is it still muffled right now?
No, it sounds better.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better. I need to get the live reacting onto the actual YouTube screen.
What a morning, huh? What a technical
Yeah, that CPI
morning.
stunk.
Yeah.
The CPI was awful. What's going on, KP? I'm bullish. The daily candle looks like it wants previous day's high. Yeah, that also lines up with the opening week range. That's what I'm looking for. We have a lot of reasons I think we should push up. We already took the Newsweek low. I think we should go and take the Newsweek high. We have the gap fill report on SPY and Qs. The only downside with this plan is if SPY goes and wicks the previous day's low, which is very close, 674.70.
Yeah.
It's only $2 away. If it goes and wicks the previous day's low, then it only has like a 10% chance that we hit previous day's high. So as long as we hold previous day's low, I want to see that push up to previous day's high on both SPY and Qs. Okay, I have the live reacting. It's not coming up on this screen. Let's see. Connecting. There we go. Hold on a minute.
NQ now above.
I'm crossing my fingers here.
Go, James. How do I sync this again? It says it's on the edgeful YouTube.
Yeah, it's live on my channel now. So, yeah, shot. Thanks, Zink.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, let me see if I can change the one that's linked to here. Okay, so it's linked to the actual StreamYard window. How do I sync it to a different one?
So the reason that you need to share it to a specific tab, and then you need to share your screen through that tab. It's like a little bit of a mess, to be honest.
Okay. Giveaway Wednesday. I like it.
Yeah, maybe all of these expert vibe coders on Twitter, anyone who can just like replicate a Bloomberg terminal can vibe code a streaming thing that actually works well.
Screen sharing layer. Change source. Window. Let's see if that works. Nope. Okay, let's see if I put it on here. Oh.
Do we get it?
No.
Awesome. Can you close that shirt? It's rude. So
I'm going to be distracted all stream.
If I do like this, if I have my shirt like this, it's too tight. It's too closed. If I have one more open, it's too open. So I'm gonna go with the more open than more closed one. So I'm gonna open it back up. And sometimes the buttons are like laid out differently. So some shirts are more open than others, but I can't do the closed all the way up to the top.
That's crazy, dude. Come on, Andre. It's rude, man. It's rude.
That's made James Day.
Yeah, NQ now above 25K.
Take it off.
Take it off. We're also coming off of those levels from yesterday, Zinc, that those pre-market lows from yesterday on NQ, where we bounced.
Yeah, we never quite broke that previous day's low, which I
Yeah.
like to see.
Yeah.
I just don't like how close we are on SPY. That's the only downside. As long as we hold that and push up, I think we should pretty easily go to previous day's high.
Hey, I want to show you guys something. Check at this. Let me get my screen up here. I want to show you something here, Andre. Look what I can do as well.
What are you doing here?
Watch out. I've got just for you futures guys, I got this account with Top One Futures just to be able to trade. Let me get it up here. So I've been testing out the position sizing and everything like that, just getting used to it. But
Nice.
I've got a 150k instant funded account. I'm up $1,400 in a day. So
there you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You're gonna,
dude, now you can't have your ridiculous stops.
Yeah, that is actually funny that you say that. Because I used to go with wider stops, you can't increase the sizing on it. So I've been trading like 5 macros on NQ on this 150k.
Yeah, dude, it's a completely different. It's like it changes how like the types of trades you can take.
Yeah, exactly. But
do you guys see that they're doing futures on stocks?
I do. Yeah, but we've had that on CFDs for about 10 years. So you guys are quite late to the party.
Yeah.
I think is that like the only thing you guys are ahead on?
Probably.
Yeah,
hey,
probably.
we got Russians as our 85 coders, bro. So we're on it.
Out for blood this stream, huh?
Yeah, what are the guys saying in the chat? I'm gonna be.
Good.
I'm gonna be seeing Andre in 2 months' time, bro.
I know.
Literally, actually, 2 months to the date.
Oh,
perfect.
I didn't know you guys are coming to Maine. It's a nice surprise.
a little bit south of there.
The Dare Maximus says, I'm definitely going to be patient as 2 stats are conflicting each other for today. Gap fill and opening candle. So we will wait for the market to show its hand. I think the gap fill with Qs at 81 cents, it's probably going to have a pretty quick wick down. As long as SPY holds that low, everything's fine. That's the only conflicting stat that we have. 613.28 has 2 confluences running to it. And then we also have that bias going up to that CPI Newsweek high. So we should have a nice little run up to that high. And then it should push us all the way up. A little disappointed I didn't hold this long, but it was a mess with that CPI move. I tried the CPI strangle and it did not work. Especially with the like 60-point move we had on CPI. She wasn't there. And a minute until open here. You're gonna be waiting for that payout for a while, James. You have 20% consistency on those.
Yeah, but I got to make $9,000. It's still underneath that 20% consistency.
Oh, did you get the 150K?
Yeah, 150K.
Nice.
Correct. Yeah.
Gotcha. So that lines up fine.
So I got to make the $9,000 anyway. I think my consistency is at like 5,000. So once I reach 5,500, I'll be able to take it once I reach the 9K. So it should be fine.
I was laughing to myself because I saw someone they made like 10,000 on a 50K instant funded. And they were like, I'm just going to flip the rest of the days to go and get the payout. They have to make 50,000.
That's the thing. If you have like an insane outsized, I mean, I had on the one instant funded about maybe 8 months ago, I had news came out and I didn't have a take profit, bro. So I made like $3,000 on it, and then I had to go make like 15,000 to take the payout, but I got it.
Gotcha. For everyone tuning into the stream today, we do have the giveaway running. It's just not visible on the screen right now, but it is something that we can. Holy smokes, that banner's huge.
I come like these platforms, like, come on, just give me something to work with here.
How about this? I'll just type it on here.
Beautiful, genius, this guy. It has to be on the Edgeful YouTube. What YouTube channel or any YouTube?
It has to be on the Edgeful one, I think.
Okay.
Or it might just be on YouTube in general. There we go. We're open. Dang, I really should have held those longs. We already took the Newswick high now. There you go, KP. It's having a run right to your PT.
Why is everyone commenting edgeful? Andre, they don't do this on our streams on Mondays and Fridays. Is this like a new thing?
Dude, we're doing giveaways on Wednesdays, man.
Is that why? Okay, I'm with you.
Yes, it says it on the screen. Comment edgeful to enter the giveaway. It's a free month of edgeful.
Oh, there we go. I'm with you.
Five winners for it.
5 winners are going to win 1 free month of edgeful. So if you comment only on the YouTube, specifically, I think it's the edgeful YouTube, we need to confirm.
Yeah.
You're going to get entered to win a free month. 5 different people.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense. I'm with the pro.
There you go. Now we're up to speed.
We are getting a beautiful move up towards that target already. Even though it's just the opening candle, it's a nice start. We didn't take out any lows on SPY, which is good. I'm going to try to leave the QQQ window up just like this. Also, you guys only need to comment it once. One time.
Yeah, you don't need to keep... There's no additional entries, just so you guys know. It's only 1 entry, so you don't need to spam it.
RFL said I already won just because of that shirt.
Dude, the shirt's kind of... I don't know what to do, dude. Here, the mic covers it a little bit. How's that? Is that a little bit better? The mic covers it a little?
I don't think that's what he was looking for.
He was looking for the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to get that, so...
Let's see. I think it's just on YouTube in general. So as long as you guys are on, looks like it should be working. We have a lot more than 64 entries, and there's 65 people on the live.
RFL, I know you're joking, of course.
Dude, I'm so lost by Bean's message. What'd she say?
I don't know. I forgot. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, dude, I'm lost.
All right, the only issue we're going to have here is if we manage to get an entry model for longs up to that high.
Would you take anything before the IB sets?
Not the only hard rule I have is not taking it before 9:45. I don't touch that first 15-minute opening candle.
Yeah.
That was where 60% of my losses came from, just in that first 15-minute candle. And that was June of last year. I stopped trading it. So as long as this kind of stays where it is right now, if we get a retest down to even the Newswick high, 609.36 on Qs, I'll take the entry up to the weekly high.
Yeah.
But if it just keeps pumping, then I'll just have to watch it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go for it.
I was going to say, for the Globex IB last night, it did not win. I shouldn't have. I didn't put too much behind it because of those stats. It was 50-50 across the board. It was just for Wednesdays, though.
Yeah.
If we go to, I don't know why, maybe Wednesdays just suck. But this is the Wednesday Globex right here. So 50-50. This was 50-50 across the board last night, but it's just for Wednesdays. It's not for any other day.
Wow.
But we did have the low form first last night. If I can go and find the 6 o'clock move here. We had the low form last night, or the high form last night, sorry. And then it had looked pretty good for a minute, and then it just pumped at 9 o'clock. Sorry, not 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So that one it's probably going to go down to, it's already adjusted 45%, 54% now. But not a very good read there.
Have you looked at any other sessions like the London?
Yeah,
IB?
I actually have. London works decently well. Obviously, I'm sound asleep during that time, so I'm not trading it. But it has the same 50% retracement. I'll mark it out here. So there's your London IB, and you got your entry right at 50% this morning at 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And it maybe had, looks like 5 points of drawdown, and then it hit the full 20-point TP.
Yeah.
So it works. I haven't pulled the stats up on here,
Yeah.
but same concept works.
I just want to pull up my screen quick. 1 sec.
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on.
There are the stats right there. 66%, 69% for a Wednesday.
Beautiful.
So that would have been a nice win.
All right. So just for anyone who's new, what I'm showing you guys now is the what's in play. It's on the left sidebar of the edgeful app. All of you have the most popular ES and NQ template over here, so you can just automatically change to this. And anything that appears in here, the purpose of this feature, is to feed live data through the reports. So what that means is if there's a certain setup, you're going to see it here. So you want to think about this as your filter for your A+ setups. For example, today, if you look at ES and NQ and you look at the inside bars by weekday report, you can see that every single time, and if you click on view details, you can see the actual historical data just right on this page. Every single time that ES has opened on Wednesdays, has opened within Tuesday's range, it has broken out. So 16 out of 16 times in the last 6 months that this has happened on Wednesday, it has broken out. So meaning you want to be targeting either this red line up here or this red line down here. This is previous New York high. This is previous New York low. The ultimate reversal setup indicator, which is part of the edgeful plan, will plot this for you every single day. But pretty much you want to expect either this or this to be broken today. Same thing actually is on NQ, inside bars by weekday, breakout on Wednesday. 15 out of 15 times that price opened within Tuesday's range has broken out. So what that means is you want to target either 25,216 or 24,892. So obviously this specific report doesn't say which one, but it's saying one of them. So high probability targets either up here or down here. Same thing goes for ES. That's going to be 68.52 or 67.65. So the way that you want to think about the what's in play is you should not be memorizing what reports are setting up right now. You should just be having this up so you can see everything that is actually in play right now. You can also filter for a specific percentage, so you can see there are a lot of things that are in play right now that are not great, like 50, 52, 56. I don't like to have those, so I leave mine at 65. So I only see reports that have 65% or higher. So I hope that's helpful for everyone. This, I think, Zink, you were saying this before, the targeting previous day's high, right? That's exactly the data behind it here. So
and we had the gap fill that also lined up with the push higher. We had inside bar and the opening week range that lines up for push higher.
That opening candle was pretty big and it's kind of just stalled out.
Yeah, Q's is definitely stronger than SPY. It's been that way for the past 2 weeks. I'm not sure what the measure is on it, Sensei, but especially yesterday. Yesterday, Q's was a lot stronger, and you can see it just with the opening candle.
Yeah.
They did both end up pushing up, but Q's printed a opening 15-minute green, SPY printed opening 15-minute red. Q's took out previous day's high, SPY did not. That's why I didn't take the IB shorts yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Had a very good read on that, thanks to the inside bar stat. And then for today, as long as SPY doesn't take previous day's low, that's the only level that I do not want to see get taken. But we should push to the highs on both of them.
Yeah.
Look at Tesla's pushing.
Let's see.
Yeah, Tesla's pushing hard.
Yeah.
408. See the opening 5-minute inversion. I have a pretty nice play that goes along with this. We'll see if it works out today. If the opening 5-minute candle is green, you wait for the second 5-minute candle to close. If it's red, like it is right now, you go long. Your stop is at the wick low. If it's green, then you go short. Your stop's at the wick high. So this would have just been a long entry on that third 5-minute candle. And if the opening 5-minute candle is red, then you inverse that right away.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna get another coffee. I'll be right back.
Decently well. Probably not going to work today now I just pointed it out. Can you trade Lucid where you are, James?
I actually can't. No.
Damn.
Yeah.
I ended up getting another payout yesterday from Lucid. So it's 2 and 6 trading days. Nice little 12,500.
There you go.
And
so how much of that can you take? 12K?
12,500 is what the 2 payouts were, yeah.
Okay, nice.
5,000 on Thursday last week, 7,500 yesterday.
Sure.
And then these 25K accounts, you only have to maintain 1,000 buffer on them.
Okay.
And the profit target is 250. So once you're over 1,000, which I'm already over the buffer, and once I reach 250 in profit with 40% consistency, which is just 3 trading days, I can take whatever the profit is over 26.1.
Nice.
And the max payout's 1,500 for the accounts. I'll pin that question when Andre returns, Vinny. Regarding VWAP. Julian, sorry I missed that. Can you explain how you tell what formed first, the high or low? Are you asking for the week or just the IB in general? For the IB, I'm watching it real time. So you can go down to the 1 minute if you really want to see it. Right now, we have the low form first. You can see it's that red line is what technically was touching first. That's as simple as it is to look at. And then the high you can see is being formed right now. We do have another 2 minutes, but I really want to go long up to that previous day's high. Just need to find an entry for it. You looking at anything with VWAP, James?
At the moment, bro, I'm not really liking too much at the moment. I see WIM's actually coming down, which is interesting because NASDAQ and ES are ripping. So something in WIM must be pulling that lower. WIM's actually come new low for the New York session. So yeah, nothing too much at the minute. NQ and ES both at the high. So I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
We above VWAP. So at the moment, longs are ideal on those. But what's it getting me is that WIM is actually trading lower. So
we're actually about to go and pay. We just made a new IB low on SPY right there.
I did hear the question about high or low formed first. I am going to pull up my screen for a second. We have a indicator on TradingView that will tell you which one formed first. So there's like a little dashboard up here. I'm going to make it a lot bigger just so you can see what all the things are in here. So it's still it's the same exact indicator for the orb and the IB, but pretty much once it forms in the next minute here, so there's 1 minute left until 9:45, some of this information is going to populate. So you can see obviously the orb is forming, and we have the same exact indicator for the IB. So you'll know every single day formed first, the high or the low. You should not be guessing. You should not be like confused on which one is higher. The higher lows formed first. You should use the indicator to tell you. And in the next 30 seconds, so I'll wait until the 30 seconds are up, then I'll pass the screen back to Zinc. But it'll automatically plot it for you. I'm going to make this one really big too.
$15. SPY actually formed a new low on it.
Yep.
I think that was actually the gap fill as well.
On ES, it's close. Okay, so you can see here
there we go.
On ES, Was there data that just came out?
I don't
No.
believe so.
There might be
So you
medium
can-
impact news.
So you can see right here, just for everyone watching, if you're ever confused on which one the IB, high or low, formed first, just use the indicator. It'll tell you formed first on the orb is the high, formed first on NQ is the low. You can use the exact same indicator for the IB. You just have to wait until it forms, obviously. But I'll pass the screen back to Zinc here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
So we should be targeting up to, on Qs, I just don't like that SPY is so weak again. We should be targeting up to 25 to 11, which is what previous days high is in that. Or 201 to 11. So about a 130-point move from where we are right now is what I'm going to be looking for. Not taking anything at the moment with how weak SPY is. Again. And then if I'm going to take that thesis completely off the table if SPY takes today's low at 674.75. Because if we take the low, then we only have a 10% chance of also hitting the high, previous day's high. Technically, they are paid indicators, SS, just because they are on edgeful. But if you get edgeful, then you access all those with the subscription.
Yeah. I think we have over 50 indicators now that are part of the edgeful plan.
Yeah.
They're like included.
Yeah.
And then we have a few free ones that we're building, but they're not related to anything that I'm showing you here.
Wow, look at YM, dude. It's,
what's driving this divergence? I almost never look at YM, but it usually lines up with what SPY is doing, and SPY usually needs Qs.
So you got the delay data on there, but I can show you the YM here. Like, look at that. YM's like completely opposite to NQ at the moment.
There's that Tesla play, by the way. It did end up working out. Get a nice $2 continuation. I used to do this when Tesla was trading at 180. I think it was April 2024 or 2020. Yeah, 2024. Tesla was trading at 180. I do this with 50 contracts on options on Fridays. So I'd go in with like 2,000 and
just rip it.
The best one I had, I don't know if Wyatt's in the stream. He's probably one of the few that remember it. The best one I had ended up going 2,000 to 12,000 in like 5 minutes.
Wow.
But it was only because Tesla was trading the contracts were like $50 a piece, $40 a piece. And it would go from 180 up to like 185, 190. So they'd go $10 in the money. They go from $50 to almost 1,000 a contract.
Dude, some people do this with SPX options too, and they just do it every day. They just rip it
3 o'clock in the afternoon too.
That's the craziest part, honestly.
With an hour left until the contract is worthless. I saw 2 days ago all the posts that happen when you have a move like this into the end of the day.
Dude, you know how many people like torch their accounts on those days?
Yeah, a lot. But when you have a 200-point move into close at 3:15 in the afternoon off of a tweet from Trump.
Yeah.
And then
what was the tweet?
The war could be over soon, is what he said. That was it.
Yeah.
But you go on Twitter and everyone's like, SPY 676 calls went from $1 to 270 in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my God. The thing is, when you sell spreads, for anyone who sells options, you sell spreads on those days, you literally get torched like in an instant. In an instant, you get torched. Like, and you can't even, for the most part, if you're using limits to get out of the trade, like you can't get filled on those. Like, you need to set your order with like a much bigger loss than you would think just to get filled because the premiums move so fast.
Yeah. I've been a lot more relaxed since I haven't traded or bought options for probably 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's been much more relaxing. Futures are definitely better because there's no theta decay.
Yeah.
And I mention this all the time. For the IB, there are very few instances. They do happen, but if you're waiting like an hour for the IB to break, that cuts probably 20 to 30% of your profit off, depending on what contract you have. But
easily. Even if you have the Friday, like even if it's a Monday, you're trading like four days out, you're still.
Yeah, you lose so much profit for the decay.
Yeah.
Perfect example right here, Wednesday, February 25th. The IB didn't break until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This one I actually held for the full TP as well.
Yeah.
So if I was in futures, no decay whatsoever. I just ended up holding it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
For options, this is probably all your profit gone. You might even be red coming at 2 o'clock.
You probably would be, honestly.
So that's futures is definitely a lot easier for all these trading models. Also, SPY is getting dangerously close to taking out that previous day's low.
Are you interested in targeting that low?
You could go for the low. The only reason I don't want to, I'm bullish up to that previous week's high, or not previous week's high, sorry, the opening week high.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're going to go all the way down to 591 on Qs. We very well could. I don't want to see this low get taken because I'm bullish to that high on Qs.
Yeah.
And I know if this low gets taken, then we only have a 10% chance of going up to 683 on SPY.
Yeah.
Really just an upside draw in general.
Yeah. You know what we should probably do? Build a by size. Do we have a by size for the opening week range?
Let's see.
We do not.
There you go.
There we go. So
you have the previous week range size.
Yeah, but that's a little bit different.
No size for Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, I do I don't know if it's a sub report or not, but when the IB, like yesterday especially, I didn't want to take it because it was pretty much half the size of all the ones of last week on SPY.
Yeah.
But you can't trade those the same way.
So on ES or SPY, if you retest the 15-minute orb low, would you be, and it starts to fail, would you be interested in the shorts?
I don't really use the orb. That'd be more so a question for James.
So is it a question in the chat, Andre?
No. I'm asking you, if you retest 6788 area back into the orb and it fails, would you be interested in shorts targeting that low of day?
At the moment, no, because we're trading above the overnight VWAP. I don't really like that at the minute. Like, it would probably have to take out at least orb low for me to get interested in the shorts on NQ personally. Or we move higher into like previous days highs and we look for shorts off that level.
And you mean take out the low with a candle close, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Or just have the chart say "screw you" while you're talking about that, and
literally. I was like, wow,
jeepers! What was that? That was $1.20 on SPY in maybe a minute.
We quite we still, if you look at from the start of the week as well, Zinc, we're trading quite a tight range since Monday's closing price.
You mean from September, not the beginning of the week?
No. Beginning of this week.
Yeah, this is the same range we've been in since September, though.
Yeah,
I know it's a very tight range for the week, but
since September, yeah, basically.
It's the same one that we've been in since.
Yeah. Dude,
all the way back here. I was really hopeful that this was at least going to drag us down on Monday, but no, it said no. The market is, I think it's exhausted. I don't really like trading after, especially if you go over to M&Q. I know it's delayed, but I'm just looking at the past couple of days. Come on. We moved yesterday alone. We moved 1,700 points. Monday, sorry. So with where we opened overnight, we had a 700-point drop and then over 1,000-point reversal from midnight low to the high that we made on Monday. So I definitely think the market's a little exhausted right now. I don't think it's going to be looking to make a rapid expansion. We already made the expansion on Monday. Monday alone, really. But yeah, I see what you mean with SPY. We're in a very tight range. So do you put any emphasis, either of you, on like the CPI we had this morning? If you didn't know CPI was this morning, you probably wouldn't have seen or even noticed that we had CPI today. You honestly would have thought that it was yesterday at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But having known that CPI was this morning, do you have any influences on that for your trades for the rest of the day?
To be honest, one thing that I've seen, I mean, this is totally subjective, like totally like I don't have any data to back this, but every time that initial CPI pop is to the top side, I always feel like, and this is from my subjective memory, which is probably skewed, price in the New York session come up, we'll take that high, the high that was made at CPI, and then just like flush for the rest of the day. Obviously, today's seemed the structure is a little bit different because also the reaction wasn't super bullish either. But I just, today's seems to be different than prior CPIs.
Yeah.
I have the same thesis with these trades too. CPI, I just look for the Newswick. I don't really look at which one forms first. I look for which one gets swept first, and then I usually look for price to go and take the opposing direction. That's why I actually went long on that right after the CPI print this morning.
Yeah.
Wish I held it a little bit longer, but I was kind of oversized a little bit. But yeah, this is not a normal CPI print at all.
At all.
I think we made a 60-point move on Qs.
I want to see what it is.
See, NASDAQ's still stuck inside the opening range.
Yep. Smack dab in the middle of yesterday's range. Right at previous day's 50. Maybe this 15-minute close will give us some direction, but definitely nothing yet. Bob's not too happy with you, Andre. This is starting to become a
second time in a row, huh? Or I mean, third time in a row. Well, last time you took a winner on stream, so I think that I got a pass for that one.
Yeah, I did that for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, Tesla got a really nice continuation off that little dip.
How's everything else doing? Google's finally pushing, looking for new high of day right now.
The
video is pushing also.
Way up. It's all flip-flopped. Yes, no, yes, no.
Yep.
IB hasn't formed yet. Opening candle continuation not formed. That will be a pretty interesting one to see because we're about to close a doji on SPY for the opening candle. Does that have any significance if it's a large opening candle or a small one?
In that report, no, but you can look at the buy size.
Okay.
We do have a buy size for the opening candle.
The opening candle on SPY is about to be 20 cents right now.
Yeah.
If that. What's going on, Wall Dive? Good morning. KP, how you doing? There we go. We're making a run for a new IB high now. Did that get close to hitting the VWAP, James?
Yes, daily VWAP. It's actually pinning off of the daily VWAP, but it's still stuck inside the opening range. So, yeah, but it is pinning that overnight daily VWAP. So, yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm missing. My music.
There you go. The YM is also bouncing off of the lows.
We need to go take out 610.90. VIX is still trading at 25. Ridiculous. right. We printed a green opening candle on SPY. Although it's only 20 cents, it's still green. Q is definitely green, so that one should have a green continuation today. I think I'm going to go rename that opening candle continuation to my own brand.
Wow, what a push.
You
What
would
is
not
happening?
believe the amount of... We didn't have any news. There's no news until 2. There's that run for 613.26. Probably could have got an entry on previous day's 50.
Wow, what is
Wow.
happening?
Look at that.
Holy pump. This is very wiki still. Jumping. I was
It
going to
has to be
say,
a headline.
let's see. I'll pull up Walter Bloomberg. You would not believe the amount of comments that I get of people saying, now that the IB is so popular, do you think they're going to nerf it because everyone's trading it?
That's crazy.
No, I do not think that. Trump tells Axis there's practically nothing left to target in Iran.
That was the news?
That was 25 seconds ago. Oman drone struck fuel tanks. No human casualties. Iran's new leader injured on first day of war. New supreme leader suffered fractured foot, facial lacerations. First day of war. So it's probably Trump saying there's nothing. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Probably.
Came all the way back down, though.
Yeah. I feel like that usually happens with, I mean, outside of the other day or yesterday, 2 days ago, that usually.
Have either of you ever been in a move for that? Have you
Yes.
ever caught a random tweet?
Yeah,
No.
I have.
It always goes against me, usually.
How'd
Yeah,
that feel?
I've been for and against for sure. Yeah.
I've never been lucky enough to catch a tweet like that.
No, usually it goes against me.
I think
Some
maybe
headlines, something.
4 years ago, I caught it with Apple contracts, Apple calls, and they came out and said that I don't remember what it was, but Apple pushed up like $3.
Yeah.
I still sold for like 80%, and then it ended up going like 400%. Holy.
Dude, look at this wick.
These are screw you wicks each and every direction right
Oh
now.
my God.
We are at 50% of the IB, but it's still a little too early to enter right now. Wow. That was
This 5-minute wick is 77 points, just the wick.
Yeah. The candle itself with that little wick down was almost 100 points, 94. Wow.
Oh. Everything else is pretty choppy. Meta's choppy. Meta's just in the middle of the range. Apple. I mean, NVIDIA is just breaking out, but Broadcom is just breaking out again.
Tesla's almost up 4%.
I think it's ripping. So there's our IB range right now. The total range is only 166. I say only because it's been like 300 to 400 points for the past 2 weeks now.
Did you see the comment that tweet just gave me $400?
One day I'll be lucky enough to be in longs for something like that. Was that Trump news? I'm assuming so. I'm assuming it was that tweet.
Yeah.
And this was on Twitter, so this was probably whoever he was talking to there. This was probably a minute or two delayed. So it was definitely something to do with Trump.
Because Truth Social is really the fastest one.
Yeah.
That's where like it initially gets posted on.
Yeah. I go and look at Walter Bloomberg because he just copy and paste the Bloomberg terminal onto X.
Yeah.
Right after that tweet, 28 seconds, officials prepare for at least 2 more weeks of strikes.
That's probably why it reversed.
Yeah. I guess that probably would have been a pretty good entry, but obviously hindsight, I wouldn't have wanted to get in while that candle was red after 100
Yeah.
point wick. SPY's still a lot weaker. IB's at least lining up for longs, and if we go over to the IB by rejection for a Wednesday, we have a very good chance for both stats. 81 for the high forming first, 78 for the low forming first, and these are within the average, so we don't need to inverse them or anything. Nothing funny. Tuesdays, I actually wanted to look at this because that's the second Tuesday with the IB losing in a row, and Tuesdays are historically the best day for IB. It's all the way down to 68% right now. It was at not 2 weeks ago, sorry. Like 3 weeks ago, I think it was at 92%.
Yeah.
So those two losses in a row really hit it.
Yeah. Well, do you have the table up? Like if you scroll down? Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I always look at this. So that's 2 Tuesdays in a row that's lost. High form first, high broke first. But prior to that, it had 1 loss over the past 14 weeks.
Yeah.
Phew.
That's crazy.
So now it's 3 losses over the past 16. But yeah, I haven't seen it lose 2 Tuesdays in a row like that. It's pretty aggressive.
Now that we're back at kind of where that candle was, are you interested in those longs now, or is it still too early for the IB?
I'd like to give it another
Like 10
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect example of my mistake on it was last Thursday, sorry. I took it early on Qs, right at 50%. Luckily, I cut it for like a 30-point loss. It ended up being a 120-point loss.
Yeah.
Because SPY ended up going and taking a new low while Qs was targeting high. So this was them lined up. This one I took 10 minutes early, and it still ended up almost. It didn't quite go and take a new low, but it did have a pretty nasty run, and then obviously wick through it and continue lower for the day.
I see a question. RFL. How often does the data get updated? So the historical data gets updated every night. So that means that the IB stats, like if the IB high breaks now, you're not going to see that reflected in edgeful right now. You'll see it reflected in edgeful tomorrow. And then all the live data is obviously updated live. So like what's in play, the screener, those get updated live. Everything else is overnight. So you're not going to see anything update from today. You'll see it tomorrow.
The IB, I would like to mention, has lost 3 times over the past 2 weeks, which is uncharacteristic for it. Luckily, not just using the IB report, I use the inside bar. Go ahead, James. Sorry,
I'm going to try long on YM off the opening range low to target the highs. Sorry, just thought I'd,
James is long. Give me the itch to get long on Qs. Yesterday, I used the inside bar stat to avoid the loss. So I would technically count that as a win with the data. Also avoid a pretty sizable loss last Thursday. The only one that hit me pretty good was last Tuesday. And that one was, as Andre said, it was like a 9.8% outcome or chance.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So there's not really much that you can do about days like that. You just kind of tip your hat to it and move on.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you get the opening candle, you got the IB low formed first or whatever it was. I think it was actually red. It was like a IB high formed first, opening candle was red. How often does the IB high break? It's like unbelievably low. Like it's super rare.
With a 1.2% gap down as well.
Yeah.
And that gap ended up filling.
Yeah, like it's unreal.
Looks like it's bouncing for you, James.
Yeah. I mean,
We're right at 50% of the IB, so this would be a really nice level to push.
Yeah.
Spy is being a little brat today. There you go. Nice little jump there. So you just use QQQ for confluence and then trade on MNQ? Yeah, I use Qs because of slippage with MNQ, and it happens pretty often. It happens a lot more often with ES and MES. That's why I don't really look at those reports. Actually happened last Wednesday when you're on stream. MES and SPY took the IB high. ES did not.
Yep.
So you usually get slippage by up to 3 points is what I've seen on SPY, and then up to like 12 points on Qs. I do use the VIX, yeah. Anytime the VIX is, you can't trade the same when the VIX is trading at 25 as it was at 17.
James, you say that all the time.
Yeah, I do it. Yeah. Very wiki even on my YM trade right now, but I'm just, as long as it holds these lows, I think I still like it.
The longer it takes to make a move here, the better I like longs too. Less likely that we are to go take a new low in the IB. Yeah, I see people, especially on Monday, Sunday into Monday, the VIX was all the way up at like 35, I think. 34, 35. So you can't go and trade with one full mini with a, let's say you usually use 50-point stops. Those wicks will be 100 points.
Oof. Yeah.
And right now is even with the VIX trading at 25, this is probably why we're getting this really nasty movement. Looks like Trump must be talking right now because there's more tweets coming out.
Are there?
Yeah. It's all Trump says nothing left to target. This was 49 seconds ago. Trump told Axis the conflict in Iran will end soon because there's practically nothing left to target. He added, anytime I want to end it, it will end. That was 49 seconds ago.
Okay. So, I mean, my thoughts on trading with catalysts is you guys got to be super careful. Like, to me, you don't, anything that could be valid, if there's a tweet, it puts it out the window. Like,
let's see what this one does for Will.
I would just recommend be really careful today. If there's going to be a lot more headlines, you want to be really mindful of that because a headline can either wick you out or hit your, like,
wow.
When you see a headline, it can easily ruin a trade. So just be careful.
Yeah. 5 minutes ago, IEA says it's proposed largest release of strategic oil reserves in history, and oil just popped $4.
Oh wow.
82 up to 86.
What's gold doing? Yeah, gold not really doing too much.
40-point
wick on gold in the last 15 minutes.
NVIDIA and Google are really the only ones that are pushing right now.
And Tesla is also, but Tesla's still up 3.3%.
So that's a $400 move on one micro gold. One singular MGC, $400.
That's crazy, dude. Imagine you got like 10 minis on and you get something like that.
It's a hard
gold.
attack for me.
Bitcoin's up above 70K, Andre.
Oh, Zinc, you must be thrilled.
If you talk about it, it goes back down to 66. I was talking about it on Monday and then woke up Tuesday and it was all the way back down to 67.
Of course.
73 down to 67, back up to 71.
What a roller coaster, man.
So another 6 minutes here. I'll take the IB long and I'll probably I might target up to previous day's high, because if we take that IB high, we're definitely probably going to go and take that previous day's high. It's only 60 cents above the IB. This is the type of price action I hate, though, where it's just struggling to do anything directional. Look at the range that we've been in since 2 o'clock yesterday on either SPY or Qs. Is that what you were talking about earlier, James?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that.
Miserable.
Look at these. The 5-minute chart on ESNNQ look terrible right now.
As long as SPY doesn't take a new low, then we're fine to target the high. But if it does and they go out of sync, then we're not taking anything again.
Dude, should I stop going on stream or what?
No, it's I blame it on the VIX. Since the VIX spiked this past week, it's been really rough to trade. We were all the way up to 35.32 for Monday's open.
Yeah.
And then it spiked up to 28 last Tuesday when the IB lost. But when it was trading down and at the very least below 22, the IB was on like a 2 or 3 win streak, even with the Globex IB as well. But it's all the way. It's at least, I had the delayed report on, but it's at least back below 24 right now. Balanced auction. I haven't looked into that at all. I've been hearing that term a lot more recently.
Market auction theory.
I still like my YM longs. Yeah, they're still holding opening range low quite nicely, bro. So
yeah, we're holding the IB 50 as well. Holding previous day's 50, 609.38. Obviously, this is on Qs, not YM.
Yeah.
Market auction is the failure of the IB. I'll have to look
I know a lot of
into
people like market profile, which is similar to the IB or is like correlated somehow to the IB, but it's really like the indicators you need to be able to properly plot the market profile is like, if you have, like, we wanted to build a report on it, but pretty much every platform has a different way of calculating market profile, like time, price, opportunity, TPO, if anyone's heard of it. Every platform is different. So it's tough to build a report on it.
Here we go. Getting a
I
little
really
bit
like
of push
that.
on
I really like that wick right now.
There we go. Oh, I could just get
If
above
we
the new view up.
If we can wait another 3 minutes, I'll get in there. I'll get in the IB 50 longs. Learning my lesson from last Thursday, not getting in 10 minutes early. Actually, I know it sounds kind of funny, but we did the same exact, almost identical move on Monday as we did yesterday. So that's what also helped me not get into the shorts on the IB. Monday, 3 opening red candles looked really good for IB shorts, and then we ended up taking the high. Same exact thing yesterday. And I think the main reason to that was the gap fill stat for Friday into Monday. I think that's the highest gap fill of the week.
Yep.
And then Tuesday, we had the 87% chance of going to previous day's high, which we ended up pushing right to. All right, give me another 2 minutes here. Hold on to this 50 for 2 minutes. Price is nice. What's going on, Mr. Smith? This price action sucks.
This is the worst. I was literally about to say, like, this is the worst I've seen in a minute.
Yeah, that's what Waldo just said. This is really rough.
Okay. I'm going to get another coffee quick.
Jeez, this is wiki, I think.
Stinks.
Yeah.
I blame the shirt guy. All right, we're almost there. Oh, I just realized I forgot to change my thumbnail for my. Should probably go do that. Forgot to change my thumbnail on my live.
I look like yeah. Yeah, so I'm still long YM at the moment, still holding up. So
I'm waiting to get in long right now. I just need to hold here for another 2 minutes. A little bit longer, please. Can't believe I forgot to do that earlier. As long as, and we're getting dangerously close to it, as long as we don't go and take a new low on the IB, and the IB range on SPY isn't even $3 today. This isn't even $2 actually. It's $1.90 from the midpoint, which correlates to 10 points on ES. A little teeny tiny range today.
yeah, ES as well is being a little bit choppy. Yeah.
For me to get into the trade, what I have added in as well is we need to be above 50%. If we are where we are right now, yes, that means a better risk reward, but it also means a skewed data point because we have more of a chance of going to the IB low as opposed to the IB high. One of you guys in chat yesterday actually helped with that and said that it was a 25% stat that we go to the IB low or the IB high because we close below the midpoint. We're getting a little too close to the IB low right now in SPY. We need to bounce up here pretty good. Those 250 flex 25Ks went fast. Yeah, they did. Lucid also gave away 25 of the 25K pros this morning for CPI. And then, of course, CPI doesn't even print. But if you guys want to get some, I can confidently say this because you can't even use Lucid, James.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you guys want to get some Lucid accounts, make sure you use code ZINC. What about My Funded Futures? Can you use that or Tradeify?
I can use Tradeify and
Nice.
no, not My Funded Futures. I can't use that. No.
There's a new IB low right there. So that is going to actually no, we barely missed the new IB low.
That flush, I took mine. So we'll see if we can find a re-entry.
We might actually hold it. We missed the IB low by 2 cents on Qs and 16 cents on SPY. Am I in a trade? No. I'm anticipating a break of previous day's high as well as opening week high. But if this IB goes and takes a new low, I'm not going to take anything today. All right, we have 6 minutes until the IB closes as well.
You flushed pretty hard there, bro.
Yeah, we did. It's still technically intact.
We're still in such a tight range still.
Yeah. These two options are very different. Yeah, that's what I was just referring to, Sensei. When it's above or below the midpoint, it drastically impacts the odds. So like right now we're technically going to be targeting the IB low, so it works a little bit better. But last Thursday, for example, we were technically targeting an IB high because the low formed first and then the high, but we closed that 1030 move at like 80% of the IB taken out. So only had to dip maybe $1 or $2. That is not going to have the same odds to hit the IB high as, say, Friday when you're 80% of the way to the top or when you're at the midpoint. So the midpoint definitely does impact. I don't put a crazy amount of emphasis on it, but if it's like where we are right now, I'm not going to take a long entry. I think I might try a short on MES if it creeps back up towards 50%. All in all, I'm not really that thrilled to even take anything today, so it might be a no trade day. Are we back below VWAP now, James?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I cut my YM trade before stop.
Gotcha.
I like the shorts right now, targeting that previous day's low.
Yeah,
there's no valid place to put a stop is the issue.
If we can get a bounce back up towards even like 25% of the IB, I think that's where Dan usually takes his entries.
Yeah.
So if we can get a bounce back up to there, it looks like it's just going to flush right to it, actually.
She's very wiki, bro.
Blame the VIX. Always blame the VIX. Shorts are the implied move now. Kind of stinks. We just had so many confluences lining up for that high. Looked really good for longs, and maybe let's actually go see, did Trump say something again or strike Iran again right now? Yeah, he did.
What else?
7 minutes ago, so maybe this was the news. IEA announces 400 million barrel release. Timing unclear. Largest release ever recorded. And then Trump right after that, 4 minutes ago. Was this drop 4 minutes ago? No, it's probably the IEA one. Trump claims winning in Iran, but war ends remain unclear. President Donald Trump reportedly says the U.S. is seceding in Iran. But his objectives and exit plans remain vague. Fueling domestic and international conflicts. Oil hits the highest price per barrel since the 2022 COVID pandemic. China's military track monitored U.S. patrol aircraft transitioning Taiwan. Oh, great. And we got to bring Taiwan back into the mix again.
Jeez, look at this wick on ES.
Could give us an entry short. If it bounces up a little bit more. I wanted to discuss this on Twitter as well. What do you guys think about finding possible fair value gaps close to the 50% level on a 1 minute chart? I haven't put any thought into that yet. I don't use fair value gaps, so that might be something more directed towards Andre or James.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Oil is going way higher. My target is 230 before this. No AI needed. I think oil at 230 a barrel would cripple the U.S.
Wow.
I don't think it's going that high. If it does, then I'll go do something extreme. But
So look at that 5 minute wick on ES.
Q's came.
I feel like this is not a bad short now.
Yeah, we're almost at 25%, which I do like an entry there as well. Mark out. Let's see. Nope, 75% is what I need to put.
Yeah, there's nothing really I can do about that because it's all like based on. You can't have. I mean, you could have two different sets of retracement levels, but pretty much, like TradingView doesn't. Never mind. Forget it. It's not worth explaining it, honestly.
That's fine. It's not really that big of a inconvenience. The only thing I need to ask Dan for clarification on with his entries is he puts the stop at the opposing 25%.
Yeah.
And I think he has his take profit at an expansion level.
Yeah, you can do that.
I have to see what his success is with that. I definitely like a short entry right now.
Yeah, me too.
Q's not quite yet.
I like that ES is weaker.
Yeah, it's been
definitely
because of oil.
Yeah, I would like Google to start to fall, and that would be perfect.
It's about 20 points from where it is right now. Well, with the high that wick, it was 6784.
Yeah.
Could definitely get a good entry here for shorts. Get about 15 points and put a 15-point stop on it, maybe. But you are right. It's a little. I don't like taking the trades down here. It's a little difficult to assess where you put your stop, especially with these aggressive wicks today.
Yeah.
Should pull the trigger. Thinking too much.
Well, I mean, I don't really blame you today. I mean, like we've
Trump
had exactly.
Trump will go and say something that pops all the way back up to 679. I would always rather complain about how much I could have made as opposed to how much I lost on a trade from volatility.
Yeah, you always want to be bigger size when you have a winner and smaller size when you have a loser, right?
Yeah. This is bearish for the IB right now. That was definitely the 25% entry. I'll see Dan recap that later.
Yeah, probably.
So probably at best, this would have been a 20-point entry on MES anyway. So $100 per micro.
It's kind of weird. NQ looks like it's getting weaker now. It's going to make a new low day. ES is a little bit further up.
And there's the IB low taken. Just about. Almost.
Almost on NQ. Not quite there on ES though.
Yeah, yes, look, still wicking those pre-market lows down at like 770.
If we can get another bounce, I'll enter short. I was thinking a little too much about that one, I will say. That was probably as good of a short entry as we could have gotten. Always in hindsight. Didn't take the low out quite yet. It's very close. There it is. Low's taken on Q's.
Yep. I cannot believe the Qs are weaker now. I mean, relative to the New York session, ES is closer to the daily session low, but still.
So this should be going and taking 605 now in Qs. SPY's IB just broke as well.
Yep.
Dang.
So just so you know, guys, if you're using that indicator, you can see which side of the IB formed first on it, just so you know. But
so definitely going to be going towards we're less than $1 away. 674.77 on SPY, and then 605.38 for that inside bar stat. You guys can thank Trump for the bearish movement after a bullish looking open.
Oh, there we go.
you know what, dude? I actually prefer to be short.
Yeah.
I much prefer to be short. The data shows across the board that the continuation to the short side is a lot stronger than the continuation to the top side, to the bullish side. I prefer to be short, personally. So
question for you, does SPY just made equal lows? Does that count for an IB break? Or does it need to be less than?
I think it has to be less than. I need to confirm because there are so many different rules that I have memorized, but I'm pretty sure it has to be less than.
Yeah, we just made perfect equal wicks on both MES and SPY. I thought it broke 675.20 on both those wicks. So we might actually still have a little entry model here.
Yeah,
Oh, it's creeping up.
Yeah. I would be interested in a short somewhere around here.
Look at ES bouncing.
But
those lows.
The thing is on ES, like where or ES or SPY, where are you putting your?
I just put it 1-to-1.
If we tag previous low day on ES, Andre loses
so
another
just
buck.
laugh at that.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I'll give it a try. So I'll try it 1-to-1. It's about 14 points. I had the wrong low marked.
So just quickly,
So put it at 96.
I'm gonna pull up the.
All right, 10 stop. There we go. So I am short 2 MES, stop at 6796 and TP at 6768. Just because we made equal lows. Yeah, you can take the screen.
I just want to show quickly. So the IB indicator here, it'll show you how far we are from the low. So you can see here it's 15 points. So like theoretically, that's going to be your target. Like if you were to enter now, your target is going to be 15 points. And then the distance from the high is 34 points below the high right now. Obviously updates automatically. The price is either going to be above the high, within the IB, below the IB. Obviously you don't really need this if you're looking at the charts, but just so you guys can see what it looks like after everything is kind of set. The high is formed first. Here's the size in percentage. Here's the size in points. You don't really need it that it's formed. It just tells you that it's like formed. And meaning that the first hour has passed and then everything else is here. If you guys want us to add anything to this, please let me know. We're happy to add other metrics here. I think this one is obviously a really big one. The higher low formed first, because people don't want to have to think about it and like kind of say, well, which one actually formed first. But I just wanted to show you guys that.
I took another long on YM. I still like these the lows here coming off previous day's lows. So I'm trying again.
We ended up having a double break today. So help me. So help me.
Yeah, I'm in at 500 on the dot on YM.
I'm risking 100 and 140 on this trade right now. So it will put me at just about break even on the day.
Yeah.
If
Do you trade London session often or Asia?
I trade Globex, the 6 to 7 one. I don't really trade. I try not trading Asia because that's again where a lot of my losses hit.
Sure.
I do also try trading New York Open occasionally.
Yeah.
London is the only one.
But RB is your speciality, so you got to play with what works, right?
London's the only one I won't trade because of just it's outside of my time.
Oh, you fast asleep, dude.
Yeah. I think I might put my TP at that low instead. Yeah, I'm going to move it down 5 points. I'm going to put my TP at the previous day's low. I'm going to leave the stop at 14 and the TP I just moved down 5. So I think that previous day's low, we have a really good chance of going and hitting that as well.
Dude, it's if you look at what's in play, it's happened every single time in the last 6 months that Wednesday has opened inside of Tuesday's range. ES and NQ have broken out of the range. Every single time, 15 and 16 times.
Good.
So
might be a little spooky today with the orange man.
Were you getting all of those tweets, Zink? Is that like financial juice? What is?
I use Walter Bloomberg, which is it's technically.
I thought you were making a joke, dude. I thought you were like Bloomberg, Walter Bloomberg. Okay, so it's called Walter Bloomberg.
Yeah, it's his name's Delta One, Delta with an I
on
X.
Twitter.
Yep,
on X. Yeah.
And he has an algorithm set up that just copies and pastes Bloomberg terminal updates.
Oh, sick. Okay, so what's his at?
I'll copy and paste it for you here, and I'll put it.
Yeah, thanks.
In.
Thanks, boss.
What chat can I put it in?
Thank you, sir.
I'll send it to you on Discord.
Wait, on Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I put it in this chat, it puts it on everything. Yeah. There's a link for it right there.
Yeah, sure. Thanks,
so he, I think like 4 years ago is when he started. He had like 20K followers. He's at 1.2 million now. It's just word for word, whatever.
Is he allowed to do that? Like,
I guess so. He hasn't been banned yet.
Sure.
So all these tweets that he copies and pastes, and it will be all through the night as well. They're just directly from Bloomberg terminal for the headlines.
Okay, sick. I've just put him on notifications on.
Dude, you're gonna get a lot of notifications.
But they don't come to my phone. It's like only when I go on the app, then you check the notifications there. Yeah.
I silence his because he sends probably like 70 tweets a day.
Sure.
I'll drop the link in it. Here too. There you go. The only ones that I manually go and check it, he puts all the data out pretty much as fast as Financial Juice would.
Yeah.
And then the bigger ones are consolidating what Trump says on True Social and also having any like closed door meetings, something that you and I wouldn't really be able to go and find the data for. So like that IEA stuff, Trump talking to Axis.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's pretty cool actually. It's modern day and age, bro. I'm getting a nice close on YM. I don't know what I know you short
Q's is looking back up.
But
I'm
like
down 5 points right now in ES. It still says the IB is in play as well.
Also, I'm just looking at my screen on edgeful too. No, I can just show that there, Zink. But it's that Italy flag again, Andre. It's
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's not really like opening candle continuation. We bullish on some, bearish on others, and obviously NVIDIA and Tesla. So this is also Zink where I find a little bit, and Andre, but where I find a little bit of like back and forth like chop. Where NVIDIA and Tesla are bullish, but the rest of the Mag 7 are bearish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my entry on. I'm up 70 points on YM at the moment. I did take a loss. Remember, I had the one loss. I'm up 70 points at the moment, but I want to see if I can get it back up to like 630. Personally,
I might take another entry and then actually let it play out for the IB as well. If we get to 50%, I'll add in. Well, it still says it's in play, so that means it's less than.
Yeah, it is. I was looking at the what's in play too.
And we have an 83% chance on SPY to go and take that low.
These streams are pretty cool, guys. So I'm gonna be on with you as well, Zink, like rest of the week, bro, except Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to it, dude.
Okay, I just added 2 more MES. And this one I'm gonna let play out for the actual IB.
Long.
Short,
sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking.
And that hit right at 50%. IB 50, stop loss, IB high on these two. TP, IB low.
And what accounts you got these on, Zink? Lucid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucid I'm being a little riskier with because I'm well over what my threshold for profit is.
Nice.
I spent 410 on these 5 accounts, and I've taken out 12,005.
Yeah,
So I'll be a little riskier on those. Yeah. Financial Juice on Discord gives the same exact wording. I think Financial Juice also has Bloomberg Terminal. All those tweets that Walter Bloomberg puts out are Bloomberg tweets and posts. Actually, should probably take the same one on. Yeah, sure, why not? Take the same.
You're not in anything, Andre?
There you go.
No, not right now. When the morning is as choppy as it was, it like immediately puts me off. And like typically for me, I'm not looking for too many entries after that. I'm not gonna lie though, I would have definitely. I'm leaning towards the trades that Zinc is taking right now, and I would be getting run over. So
my overall risk now is I'll be down 140 on the day.
Yeah, I would have taken the short at the 25. I would probably take it again now, but the thing was, even if you took that trade at the 25, where was your stop? Where would you put your stop? I typically don't really love to have like 15-point stops. So, or on ES, I don't like to have those larger stops, but yeah.
There we go. Back to break even now. Uh, 2 hours ago, a video of Trump shows Lara the cardboard with darts in his head. He has a dartboard with the new Iran leader in the Oval Office.
Perfect.
Is that AR?
I don't think so. It's a video on Fox News, and he's unveiling a curtain with him and darts in his head. UK joins International Energy Agency members in coordination to oil stock release. UK contributing 13.5 million barrels. Wow. Riding the 50% right now. Q's has already broken the IB, so this one doesn't have the drawdown. That's why I'm not in MNQ. I'm just in MES. ES rejecting London 50 as well. Nice. Can I share that X account? It is Walter Bloomberg. Or you can type in Delta, and it's Delta with an I instead of an L. Delta 1. Not going to miss him. He has 1.2 million followers. It should pop up almost immediately. But I think he actually makes money on it because of how many views he gets in the X algorithm. Or the
for sure.
profit share.
Of course.
So I think that covers his Bloomberg terminal. Was it 30,000?
Bloomberg, it's 25K a year, and I mean, what people really like about Bloomberg, honestly, is number one, that everything is super accurate. That's why it's been very difficult for anyone in the world to copy them. So when you see Perplexity Computer vibe coding Bloomberg, that's not actually the case. So
it's not
just real? No, it's not real. It's just it's fantastic marketing, to be honest. Like, it really, really is. But you can't vibe code Bloomberg. Like, that's one piece of it. The other piece of it is the news, obviously, and then the last piece is being able to that like very secure chat that they have, so you can speak internally with other firms or within your firm. So you can't, well, just to be clear separately, you can't vibe code Bloomberg.
So I
It's
can't
a-
get Claudebot on my desk and code Bloomberg.
I think you might, according to Twitter, you can, but otherwise, no, you cannot.
I think we can go ahead and run the giveaway now, by the way. We got 10 minutes until the stream's over. I don't think I'm going to be able to, unless you want to take this over, Andre, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it on the screen is the only issue.
Okay, I will try it in 1 second.
Looks like my stop's about to get hit on the first entry, the one I got at 25%. It's very, very close. Missed it by a point right there. I stay sized the same. I almost never size up. So for the question you just said, how do you guys decide if/when you scale up? I stay sized the same.
Just get more accounts.
Yeah, exactly. I like to scale horizontally, so I don't like to size up per account. I like to size up with how many accounts I'm copy trading.
Yeah. So if you're making $100 per day, just get another 10 accounts, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. And the reason that works so well is because risking $100 on one account, you're going to be able to trade that account for 20 losses in a row, 10 losses in a row, depending on the size. I just got stopped in the 25 entry, but I'm still in for the 50% entry on the IB. That was $130 loss, but we'll see if this IB ends up taking the right move down. If it does end up working, this will be a 22-point win, so I'll be a little over break even on the day.
Yeah, I'm up 80, almost 90 points on my YM entry, my re-entry.
Very nice.
So what do we want to do here?
I'm sitting at break even right now for the second one.
Tesla looks like it's finally rolling over here.
Good. Let it bring SPY down with it. James has had enough profit on his YM trade. It's my turn.
And NASDAQ not really doing too much either.
Getting a good rejection at 50%.
What a crappy morning for price action, to be honest.
Yeah. This trade is probably going to take a long time to play out. Overall risk reward is going to be 200. So I'm either going to be up or down 200 on the day now.
Yeah.
With this, which it's okay. The IB will win longer run.
Yeah.
This is just a little bad stretch for it if this does lose. I don't imagine we're going to reverse all the way back up. What's the highest statistic win rate for today? I'm using the IB by rejection. So it's telling us that we should go and take the low. We missed it by, we made equal lows on SPY, so it may not be as valid. It's less than or equal, sorry. So it needs to break
it's
below.
less than.
So this is still valid. Also targeting previous day's low. Really just a pretty messy delivery today, so I wouldn't say it's a super high stat.
Yeah.
That's two pretty good confluences lining up. I said this earlier this week as well. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say it's unfortunate that the inside bars, like today might be the day it doesn't work. It's been 16 times in a row. I mean, one was bound to happen, but it was close on ES, not as close on NQ, but it's an interesting, today might be the day.
I was saying earlier this week, when a trade loses, everyone loves when you're on a hot streak with trading. Everyone loves that. What you can't do is when you do go through, hot streaks are going to come with cold streaks. You can't go through that same trading model and say, oh, this sucks now because I lost 2 days in a row. Like the Globex IB lost last night, and then IB also lost Monday and Tuesday this week. You can't go and look at that and say, I'm going to disregard the past 2 months, 3 months, 6 months worth of trading of the strategy just because it lost 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And on the same note, you can't go and start nitpicking and looking for reasons as to why it lost and then adding that variable into your next trade.
Yeah.
So if it's a loss, it's a loss. If it's a win, it's a win. When you do win, I'm pretty sure almost no one does this. When you do go and win, very few times do people win and go look for more reasons why it won. But when it loses, you go and look for a million reasons why it lost, and then you're going to be like, I'm going to try to avoid it this time because of this, and this time because of that.
We are getting a pretty decent consolidation here in this area right now.
Is there a reason you didn't place the full position stop at the IB high? Yes, because I entered the first entry was at 25% of the IB. I'm not going to put a 3-to-1 risk reward on that. So I put the stop at 1-to-1 for that entry, and then I put the stop at 1-to-1 for this entry. So they're technically two different trades. Today was a lot of confusing CPI, usually high volatility, but today all stats with a low percentage near 59%. Consolidating at point of control. Yeah, CPI, in hindsight, obviously everyone's a perfect trader in hindsight, but with CPI printing the way it did this morning, I probably should have just sat out, avoided it.
We should have bought Bitcoin back in 2013 and we wouldn't be sitting here now.
You want to know something I think about with that is that even if you bought it for $100, let's say it went to 1,000. You're not going to sell it? Let's say it goes from 100 to 2,000.
You sell it.
3,000. There is no way that you don't sell it. Even if it goes from 100 to 5,000. Honestly, you would be an idiot not to sell it if you bought it at $100 and it went to 5,000.
I agree, bro. You look. Imagine they came back and you're like, "Oh my goodness!" I agree, bro. We know
it's really difficult.
The best thing is to do it, to buy it and forget about it,
or to buy it and not know that you have it until you find a USB 15 years later.
Yeah,
because honestly, like people that say, "Oh, if I only bought it," like. Most people can't even hold on to a trade that's 25 points on NQ. You think you're going to hold Bitcoin for a $100,000 move?
Unless you went to a coma.
Yeah, which
and even
in that case, it's not worth it.
A great example for that too is even the big guys that say they've been in Bitcoin forever. I think there's maybe a handful of them that have held it all the way since it was like 30 cents back in 2011, 2013.
I'm sorry, I think I'm full out of my why I'm 112 points in that.
Good trade. Now let me get my profit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You go on Twitter and see people posting 1,000% trades. It is so difficult. I've been trading for 6 years and I've had one trade that went over 1,000% that I managed to hold, and the only reason I did was because I wasn't able to close it.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys that are like, oh, if I could have bought Bitcoin at $100, genuinely, if it went from 100 to 5,000, and you were like, you know what, I think it's going to reach 100,000 after you bought it for $100, like, you're insane. And it happened, but like, still, that's crazy.
For the CPI news, what I do is, and obviously it didn't work today. You put a buy limit or buy stop and sell stop 25 points above and below where price is at 8.29 in 30 seconds. And then CPI is usually directional. Today was a very strange CPI print. Usually CPI, when it prints, you have your push up with no wick to the downside or push down with no wick to the upside, and it will continue to push a couple hundred points that way. Typically. Any suggestion with the live reacting one to pick those?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
We're at the end of the stream now.
Yep.
I am down 10 points in my trade right now, but I'm going to let it run. I'm not going to add any more into this one. Looks like a double break. It very well might be today.
Yeah, so one loser. I tried the longs first on YM as it came flush lower and broke the opening range low. I got out. Sorry, Zinc, if I can just show this like that, and then I got back in, right, like this. Let's go like that, object tree, please, dude, and then like that. And as it snapped back hard back inside the opening range and got out at daily VWAP. And I think that was a pretty good exit. Look how we pin daily VWAP right now.
Yeah, it's my turn to profit.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah, I was just getting out so you can get some profit now, Zing. You still in or not?
Yeah, I'm still in it.
Nice.
I'm in it until it either hits the IB low or the IB high. I'm back up.
Coming down quite hard right now, bro.
Good. James was the reason that we lost in the first trade. It's his fault. Gotta go through my rationale on that trade again. Which one? The IB trade? Are you allowed to do opposing orders with Lucid? Yes, you can do the buy stop and sell stop. It's a strangle position. It's not hedging. That's the important note there. It's not hedging. As long as you are not long and short on like assets or the same asset, that's hedging on those accounts. But because it's a buy stop and sell stop, that's just the position that I'm entering. There we go. So it's probably going to end up being a wash day for me. Even if this hits full TP, I risked 14 points in the first trade, and then this one will be like a 28-point winner.
You're welcome, Zinc. I got out.
Thank you.
So you can win.
Thank you. I needed it. You were pumping the hot air balloon up.
I was blowing on my screen. That's a secret, bro.
Look, you got a magnet on my screen right now. IP flow incoming.
Dude, we are coming down quite hard on that, even ES. I think today could be a little bit more choppy, bro. Like even we were speaking about the edgeful screener being a little bit more choppy today too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just quickly.
Good.
So Zinc, you can't share the window that has the thing up.
The one with live reacting?
Yeah. Not the actual dashboard inside, but the tab that has the live reacting.
Yeah, let me change my window. Scroll down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Stop share. Share screen. Window.
I think you have to do tab.
Chrome tab.
Yep. And then the one.
This one?
No. So unshare that one.
Okay.
You see that link that's in the plugin link?
Oh, I see. Yes.
Copy that, open a new tab, paste that into the new tab.
There we go.
And then now share that tab on your thing.
There you go. See which one it is. There you go. Good.
Bang. Okay. So it looks pretty small, but it will do. I'm going to draw the winners now. I'm going to click draw. We're going to see what's going to happen. All right. So it's still going.
So getting a pretty nice rejection right now at that 50.
So here's one. Bizarro Man, 97.96. One sec. I'll also make this a little bit smaller so you guys can still see the screen.
Oh, there we go. Now it's working. What the heck?
Okay.
What if I... No, I can't really expand that, can I?
What's up? What are you doing?
I wanted to get rid of that white bar at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how to do that. I think it's the dimensions of your browser, of your
but
frames.
That's not, I just tried changing that. Didn't do anything.
Okay. Draw winner again. So I'm clicking draw winner again. It's going to pick another person. Okay, picking the winner. So this is winner number 2. Redemption is fair. Second winner of the free month of Edgeful. Okay. We have 3 more people. So I'm being told that you need to click the pin or if you guys can click the link, the winner specifically, click the link in the chat, the one that's appearing on the Edgeful YouTube specifically. So if you're watching on another YouTube channel, go to the Edgeful YouTube channel, scroll up in the chat if you won. You need to verify your username. Didn't expect to win. Well, you won.
Expect to win.
So that's pretty good. I'm going to pick another winner now. So this is going to be our 3rd winner. Draw winner again. I'm going to do this one more time. Okay. So
Gotcha. Did a pretty nice run on this to the downside.
our Shockney is our 3rd winner. Please make sure you go to the Edgeful YouTube and click the link in the chat. If you are the winner, you need to verify your username. So we do this every Wednesday, so make sure you join the streams on Wednesdays. I'm going to, so R Shockney, if you are watching still, please click that link in the chat, specifically on the Edgeful YouTube. I'm drawing our 4th winner now. There it is. It's going, our 4th winner. Delta Fox 263. Congratulations. You are the fourth winner. That is the fourth one, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Delta Fox, you are the fourth winner of the free month of Edgeful. Please click the link on the Edgeful YouTube to claim your free month. And then I'm going to do the last one right now. Draw winner again. We're going to be picking one more here. I can also move your screen over to the side a little bit. All right. Oh, someone help me with the pronunciation here. Breaki 3768. You are the final winner of the free month of Edgeful. So we do this every Wednesday. You need to comment Edgeful. You only get one entry, so you don't need to spam it. But free month, 5 people are going to win every single Wednesday. So
there we go. Look at that move
that's
down
it.
now. IB low is coming.
Beautiful. Wow, what a move. So there it is, our 5 winners.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Please use this link to claim your free month. So there's that. All right. Well, we can wrap it up here.
Yep. And stop sharing there.
Stop
Thank you guys
sharing.
for tuning in. As always,
Yep.
we'll be live. James and I will be live again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Same
All right.
time. But we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully this
All
trade
right.
plays out to the IB low. I will be letting this run.
Yep. All right,
See you guys
guys.
later.
Have a good one.
Cheers, guys.